Okay, so let's make this so it's audible. So this is your track raw. Let's this EQ I'm putting at the end here, this is gonna be solely for looking at the spectrum. So the first thing, like I said earlier, is I noticed that high end, the missing like information there, so I boosted it with this shelf here. And like that literally just like immediately just changes like the quality of the track. Just like immediately like it goes from like a YouTube re-upload to like that, like you just went on to Spotify now, right? So then I thought like maybe some more foundation like in the mids and the bass could be bumped up a little bit. You see, I just tried to do it just a little bit because I'm not trying to blow this shit out. Try not to forget, I put at the end here a little wave shaper as like a clipper slash limiter. Gives it a little bit more oomph, and I'm starting to feel like I'm boosting these like frequencies over here too much, because everything that's below 100 in your track is actually peaking pretty nice. Like as you can see here, turn it down a bit more. As you can see, like your bass and shit in your like below 100 range is already peaking really well, but there's also still foundational, like, how do I say this? There's still oomph you want to get up here too. This is where it's like literally like the name equalizer is like the most literal when you're doing this. This is just me more like I wanted to bump up some of like I heard my vocals, like you chopping them in there, and I heard the I, so I wanted to get some of that and like the sparkle of the chords up a bit more. So I did a little thing right here, and also right here. See, just makes it sound a little bit more like brighter. But I also like get the idea that this track's like supposed to be like a bit more of a darker one, so I gotta make sure to not have it be too sparkly up there, you know. And then this is a different type of EQ. This is a mid-side EQ. The side is basically the stereo frequencies, and the mid is basically the mono frequencies in this context. So I boosted the bass here, and only in the mono, because that gives it more oomph when the bass is peaking more in mono. Stereo bass doesn't really like it feels nice, but it doesn't have the hit. Again, lower that shit because I don't want it to be blowing out. And out here on the stereo EQ side of things, I just bumped up some of the main frequencies, the juicy sections, to give them more how do I say that, more presence in your ears, in the width. especially when the vocals come in right here, you can tell the difference it makes with the width. Like it immediately, like when I turn on the EQ right there, like I can feel it like scratching like the back of my brain almost. It's such a fucking awesome effect. Trippy too. And all of that I've grouped in here so I can do just an overall before after, which is also pretty nice to have. I don't think it's the most perfect way I could have mastered this. In general, I think you would probably be able to master this better, being the producer, and having mastering in mind also, like when I go into mastering, I start like bumping these certain frequency ranges. I'd oftentimes go back into my other elements and add like just another EQ and then boost that element by itself, so I don't have to do it all in the master track. Try to limit like the amount of boosts I'm doing on the overall track. And like I said earlier, this is just to keep it contained out of the red, because I did do boosts, and that's gonna kind of raise the volume and watch that shit blow up.